Welcome back to Just Kampers and Project 2022. In this video we're going to be fitting our electrics in the rear of our vehicle. So this is our 240 plug and play unit. We have our main consumer unit here with our trip switches and our main on and off. We've got our 240 plug sockets. These also have USB outputs, but that's only when you're hooked up for your 240. So two of those. And then we have our various inputs. So we have our input for our 240 from our campsite plug-in. So this one fits to the side of the body, and this one will be fitting underneath the rear of the vehicle, around the bumper area. First thing we're going to do is fit our 240 plug. So obviously I've drawn out with a bit of masking tape. Now I'm going to drill the corners, and that'll give me a starting point from behind to be able to jigsaw out our board that we need and the space required to fit this. The first thing I do is just drill the corners. Again, make sure you push down. You want to be careful and not obviously draw all the carpet in, but if we push down, I've got a bit of wood underneath it. I'll take us straight through. Corner here. The first thing we do with our 240 socket is to remove the screws. So if we remove these screws here, like so, that enables us to remove the top. And then what we can do is, you see I've already pushed it out, the little clip on the side, this adjusts, so basically when the screw's in here, this will adjust up and down and clamp between the two pieces of wood. So to get it in the hole, we have to just literally pop that in and pop that out, like so. So now we can feed this into our board. So if I feed that up through, also you'll notice I've put a couple of bits of wood either side that I've glued on, just to give a bit of stiffness to this hardboard, but also to give a bit of depth, because as this screws up, the gap here between there is bigger than what we had. So we put our little bits of extra wood on there to help clamp up as well. A little bit tricky. There we go. So that edge up over our piece of wood that we've put in, push them up and then push the clip back out. That's it, like so. So now we're in position. I'm going to flip it back over and put the screws back in and then tighten it up, and we should be good to go. Okay, as you can see, we can put our socket back in. I'll grab the screws. Okay, so as we tighten these up, this will pull our clamp up at the back. There we go. Now we have our 240 socket in place. So the consumer unit for our 240, we're going to mount in our rear part of our furniture. So the first thing I have to do is remove the 4 screws that holds the cover on. Basically does that, and then what we're going to do is turn it over. These are the fixing points here, so we're going to drill through those nice and gently with a little 3mm drill just in the centre. So we'll do that to all 4 corners. We can put our 4 screws through that, but we need to mark on the board on our furniture where we're going to screw it first. So let's do that now. So we've located where our consumer unit is going to go. I'm just going to draw around it with a bit of masking tape and a pen, and then when I pull the furniture back out, we can drill through and mount it. So for our last remaining 240 plug socket, we're going in the bottom area of this furniture, of the wardrobe. Again, I've marked it with a bit of masking tape and our friendly pen, so we can now remove our furniture and get this fitted. Okay, so our consumer unit I've put in position, moved it up to where I've marked with my pen. Now I've put a load of masking tape on the back as normal. I've got a pokey type screwdriver, and I'm going to try and transfer our where our holes want to go using our screwdriver, gently through the wiring of the consumer unit obviously. So I found the dots that I'd marked with the screwdriver, and now I've just literally marked with our pen, and now I can drill those. It's a little handy hint for keeping the screw on the screwdriver, especially when you're trying to make your way through to get the screw in the back of the consumer unit. I've got a little bit of, this is actually a little bit of Play-Doh, but you can use either Play-Doh, blue tack, white tack, anything like that, anything that just fills the head of the screw. And then when I push it onto my screwdriver, it stays on. Our next step is to get our 240 inlet hookup into the van. Now, the positioning of this, I'm going to fit it behind the bumper. That's the reason why we've taken the bumper off, so I'll show you what we've done. The bumper is now off. It's quite a simple job to remove these bumpers on these T6.1s. First thing you need to do is remove the lamps. Now, the lamps are held in by two screws, two Phillips head screws, which is here. So this is our lamp. Our screws are in there. And they literally are then held on with these ball sockets. So once you've removed the screws, you can push the lamp this way and it pops off these sockets. And obviously the next thing to do is just undo the wiring clip. And that's quite a simple push down clip here. Once you push that clip down, it releases and you can remove it. Once you've got the lamps out, the next part is our trim here. So our trim fits up over. You may have to remove your rubber. There's two pop clips here, which are these type here. I'll show you. So you pull the centres out like so, and then remove the outer, and then that allows you to remove this cover trim. So it's a little bit fiddly to get past the buffer, but once that's out, the next thing is obviously the bumper itself. Now the bumper itself is only held on with two screws in each corner. So behind the wheel here, we have a Torx head screw, which is a T25, which goes through here and here, and that's on both sides. Once we've removed those, we can then start to peel away at the corner of the bumper, which is just literally on these push tags. Now the easiest way to do it is to lift the bumper upwards, and as you lift upwards and outwards, you'll lift over the top of the clip, and that stops you breaking these little clips here on the bumper. Also underneath, there are only 3 pop clips here, much the same clip style as I showed you before. Pull those out, and then the last bits I'll show you here. I've removed this cover of the clips here, and they're literally underneath here, and again the same style. So as you lift the bumper up and away, you'll literally unhook off of that, and that's it. Apart from if you've got parking sensors, you just need to undo the parking sensors. Again, they've got a little safety clip on them. So these little grey safety clips, you have to push back with a screwdriver first, and once you've done that, then you can unclip and remove from the sensor. So that's all 4 sensors unplugged, and we can move our bumper out of the way. So our 240 white plug, the idea is I'm going to put it here, in this area here, and then we're going to cut a small section of this under tray, which is underneath the bumper, away. So then once the bumper's back on, you won't even see it, and then you can hook up from underneath. And we're going to take our wiring up. Again, it's always a good idea to try and follow the manufacturer's wiring route. So we're going to go through here. Now there's 2 ways of doing it. You can remove this grommet here. Once this grommet's removed, obviously you've got quite a large hole. So the plug that goes into our consumer unit is actually small enough to go through there, like so. Once it's gone through, you can then make a small slit in the rubber grommet and a hole, and then put your wiring that way, put your grommet back in, and then with a small amount of silicone sealer over the top to make it watertight again. Or the other way I'm going to do is I'm going to remove our wire from our plug. It's very similar to a 3-pin plug at home. There's only 3 wires. So once I remove that, I'm going to actually come back through this way. So I'm going to make a small hole, fit a wiring grommet, slide our wire through, and then come back down that way and reattach our plug. So our routing for our wiring, we're trying to get back down to our original outlet here. So I obviously need to be up here as well because that's where our consumer unit is within our furniture. So the route I've found is back into this box section here. So if I just pull the carpet back, you see this hole, there's a hole here. So I'm going to take our wiring through that hole and join up with the original wiring loom and come out. The only thing about this hole here is that it's a sharp edge. So the first thing I need to do is either use a bit of window trim that we've had left over from doing the rear window, and basically place it onto that sharp edge all the way round, like so. You can use a little bit of wiring conduit as well if you haven't got a piece of this. So this wiring conduit we're going to use for all our 12-volt wiring, but it's split down the middle, so basically we can put that round the hole, and that'll protect the wiring from chafing on the sharp edges. I'm going to go with the rear window trim. As you can see, I put a bit of the window trim around the orifice. Now we've got a nice safe entry point for our cable to go through. It goes down there. I'm going to put my hand up underneath here. I can feel the original loom. So I'm going to run our cable in alongside that original loom. Oh, I should be somewhere close. A little bit of patience needed. There we are. Okay, just going to make sure we've got plenty of length left over for us to come back up to our consumer unit here. Should be something like that. Okay. So I'm going to make a hole for our cable exit. I'm going to cut roughly a 12mm hole if I can. And then within that hole I'm going to place a wiring grommet just to keep it nice and watertight and neat. I'm going to place our grommet in. Again, we can run a little bit of silicone seal around the edge if we need to. That's quite good. So I'm going to wire up our plug and mount our plug to our body. We're going to cut this part of the under tray away, the splash tray, and then we can get our plug mounted. This is the position I've chosen for our socket. So I'm going to now drill it into the bodywork and then cut our plastic afterwards. So I've got a 3.2mm drill bit. So our 240 hookup is now mounted. All we've got to do is put the bumper on, put the lights on, that's the external parts finished. We can then go indoors and just hook up to our consumer unit. Our consumer board with our trip switches and our plug and plays all plugged in. To see more of our Project 2022, check out our website, which is justkampers.com, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook.